All right, tech enthusiasts, buckle up, because things just got real. Google just dropped a bombshell. Gemini 2.0 is now available to everyone. I'm talking developers, businesses, even you playing around in the Gemini app. But before you get too excited, let's ask the big question. Is this the AI revolution we've been waiting for, or are we about to open Pandora's box? We're diving deep into the good, the bad, and the potentially ugly consequences of this massive release. You'll want to stick around for this one. First, let's talk about the immediate impact. For developers, this is like Christmas morning. Gemini 2.0 Flash is here for those high-volume tasks. Think lightning-fast responses and efficient data processing. And Gemini 2.0 Pro? That's the big gun for complex coding, intricate problem-solving, and building next-level AI applications. Imagine building apps faster, smarter, and with fewer headaches. Businesses, are you listening? This translates to increased productivity, streamlined operations, and potentially massive cost savings. We're talking about automating customer service, gaining deeper insights from your data, and ultimately, a serious competitive edge. But what about the little guy? Will only big corporations benefit from this, or is there opportunity for smaller companies to ride this wave? Hold on, it gets better. Google's throwing a bone to smaller developers with Gemini 2.0 Flashlight. This is the budget-friendly option, perfect for applications where sheer brute force isn't necessary. This levels the playing field, making AI development accessible to individuals and small businesses who might have been priced out before. Think of it as the gateway drug to AI development. However, are the lower costs worth the limitations in performance? Let's dive deeper. Now, this is where things get really interesting. The massive 2 million token context window in Gemini 2.0 Pro is a game changer. This allows the AI to process and understand absolutely vast amounts of information. Think AI-powered research that can analyze entire libraries, content creation that can generate novel-length stories with consistent characters, and complex problem-solving that can tackle challenges previously deemed impossible. This isn't just incremental improvement, this is a quantum leap. Are we truly ready for this level of AI power? That is the question. And let's not forget about code. Gemini 2.0 Pro boasts superior coding performance. This means more efficient software development cycles, fewer bugs, and the creation of more sophisticated applications. We're talking about AI that can not only write code but also understand it, debug it, and even improve it. This is a game changer for the entire software industry. But what does this mean for our jobs as developers? Are we about to be replaced by our new AI overlords? Not so fast. Okay, so we've covered the direct impact. But the ripples extend far beyond developers and businesses. First up, cloud computing. The widespread adoption of Gemini 2.0 will inevitably drive demand for cloud resources. These AI models are hungry for processing power, and that means a boom for cloud providers like Google Cloud's Vertex AI. This is a virtuous cycle. More AI, more cloud, more innovation. But is this growth sustainable, or will it lead to a cloud computing bubble? Next, let's talk hardware. Gemini 2.0's advanced capabilities will fuel demand for specialized AI hardware, like GPUs and TPUs. These chips are specifically designed to handle the intense computational demands of large language models. That's great news for companies like NVIDIA and, of course, Google with their TPUs. We're witnessing a modern-day gold rush for AI hardware. But what happens when the gold runs out? Will we see a slowdown in AI development if the hardware can't keep up? And here's a hot tip for anyone looking for a lucrative career path: data science and AI engineering. As businesses increasingly adopt AI, the demand for skilled professionals who can develop, deploy, and maintain these applications is going through the roof. We're talking about soaring salaries and a wealth of new job opportunities. If you're looking to future-proof your career, this is where you need to be. But are universities and training programs keeping pace with the demand? Are we creating enough qualified professionals to fill these roles? But the impact doesn't stop there. Imagine AI models like Gemini 2.0 transforming education, personalized learning experiences, automated feedback, and entirely new educational tools. This could lead to significant improvements in student outcomes and a revolution in the way we learn. Think personalized tutoring, AI-powered assessments, and educational content tailored to each student's individual needs. But are we prepared to trust AI with our children's education? Are we sacrificing human connection for efficiency? Finally, get ready for a wave of AI-powered tools and platforms across every industry imaginable. Marketing, finance, healthcare, manufacturing, you name it. Gemini 2.0 will enable the creation of AI solutions that can automate tasks, improve decision-making, and unlock new levels of efficiency. This is a true paradigm shift. But are we ready for a world where AI is integrated into every aspect of our lives? Are we giving up too much control? Now for the tough part. Let's talk about the potential socioeconomic consequences. The increased automation enabled by Gemini 2.0 could lead to job displacement in certain sectors. Repetitive or rule-based tasks are particularly vulnerable. This is a serious concern that we need to address head-on. We're talking about retraining and upskilling initiatives to help workers transition to new roles. But is that enough? Can we really retrain everyone who's displaced by AI? On the flip side, the increased productivity and efficiency enabled by Gemini 2.0 could lead to significant economic growth and improved living standards. This is the promise of the AI revolution. But will this growth be evenly distributed, or will it exacerbate existing inequalities? That's the million-dollar question. And now for the ethical minefield. The widespread use of AI models like Gemini 2.0 raises serious concerns about bias, fairness, and transparency. AI models are trained on data, and if that data reflects existing societal biases, the AI will perpetuate those biases. We need to develop safeguards and regulations to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically. But is it possible to eliminate bias entirely? Can we ever truly trust an AI to be fair? But it's not all doom and gloom. AI models like Gemini 2.0 can provide access to information and knowledge to a wider range of people, regardless of their location or background. This could lead to greater social inclusion and empowerment. Imagine a world where everyone has access to the same level of information and education. That's the potential of AI. But are we doing enough to ensure that everyone benefits from this technology? And here's a chilling thought. The ability of AI models to generate realistic text and images could be used to spread misinformation and manipulate public opinion. We need to develop greater awareness and critical thinking skills to combat the spread of fake news. This is a battle for truth in the digital age. Are we prepared for the onslaught of AI-generated disinformation? Finally, the availability of cost-effective models like Gemini 2.0 Flashlight empowers individuals and smaller organizations to participate in AI development. This fosters innovation and diversity in the field. This is a crucial step towards ensuring that AI is developed by a diverse group of people with diverse perspectives. But are we doing enough to encourage participation from underrepresented groups? Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the risks. The text mentions experimental versions, which immediately raises red flags. This implies potential instability and unpredictable performance. You might experience inconsistent results, especially with complex prompts or coding tasks. Think of it as rolling the dice every time you use the model. Are you willing to gamble your project on an experimental AI? While that 2 million token context window is impressive, it's still a limit. Applications requiring processing of even larger datasets or longer conversations could hit that ceiling. And remember, models often perform worse as the context window fills up. It's like trying to remember everything you did last week. The details get fuzzy. Will this limitation hinder the development of truly sophisticated AI applications? Here's another potential snag. The models initially support text output, with other modalities ready for general availability in the coming months. This means you might have to wait to fully leverage multimodal capabilities, and integration could be delayed or problematic. The performance of multimodal reasoning is also a potential risk. It's like buying a car with all the bells and whistles, but only being able to use the radio for now. Are you willing to wait for the full experience? And let's not forget about API reliability. As more developers adopt the Gemini API, there's a risk of performance degradation or outages if the underlying infrastructure can't handle the increased load. Think of it as a traffic jam on the information superhighway. Are you prepared for your AI applications to grind to a halt when everyone else is using them? Integrating these new models into existing systems and workflows could present significant technical challenges, requiring substantial engineering effort and potentially leading to compatibility issues. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Are you prepared for the headaches of integrating Gemini 2.0 into your existing infrastructure? And a word of caution. The experimental nature of several offerings means that features could change significantly or even be discontinued. Don't build your entire business on a feature that might disappear tomorrow. It's like building a house on quicksand. Are you willing to take that risk? Now let's talk business risks. AI model pricing is often subject to change, which could impact the cost-effectiveness of applications built on these models. The price difference between Flash and Flashlight suggests a trade-off between cost and performance that you need to carefully consider. Developers may even need to refactor code or switch models if pricing changes make the model cost-ineffective. It's like playing a game of economic chess. Are you prepared to adapt to changing prices? Relying heavily on Google's Gemini API creates a risk of vendor lock-in. Switching to another AI platform could be costly and time-consuming. It's like being trapped in a golden cage. Are you willing to put all your eggs in Google's basket? The AI model landscape is rapidly evolving. Competitors could release models with superior performance or lower costs, putting pressure on Google and potentially making Gemini less attractive. It's a constant arms race in the AI world. Are you confident that Google can stay ahead of the competition? The tight integration with Google AI Studio and Vertex AI means that you're more reliant on Google's ecosystem. Changes to these platforms could impact the usability of Gemini. It's like being tethered to a mothership. Are you comfortable with being so dependent on Google? And let's be honest, there's no guarantee that customers will adopt Gemini 2.0 over other models, or that applications built on Gemini 2.0 will be successful. It's a gamble, just like any other business venture. Are you willing to take the risk? Finally, Google may choose to deprecate certain models, forcing you to migrate to newer models. This can be a costly and time-consuming process. It's like having to constantly upgrade your software. Are you prepared for the constant churn of AI model updates? Now for the ethical minefield. AI models can inherit biases from the data they are trained on. Gemini 2.0 could perpetuate or amplify existing societal biases in its outputs, leading to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. This is a serious ethical concern that we need to address head-on. Are we doing enough to ensure that AI is fair and unbiased? The model's ability to generate text and potentially images could be misused to create and spread misinformation, propaganda, or deepfakes. This is a growing threat to democracy and social cohesion. Are we prepared to defend ourselves against AI-generated disinformation? Increased automation through AI could lead to job displacement in certain industries, raising ethical concerns about the societal impact of these technologies. We need to find ways to mitigate the negative consequences of automation and ensure that everyone benefits from the AI revolution. Are we doing enough to protect workers from the impact of AI? Processing large amounts of data, especially with multimodal inputs, could raise privacy concerns if not handled responsibly. We need to ensure that AI is used in a way that respects people's privacy and protects their data. Are we giving up too much privacy in exchange for the benefits of AI? The complexity of these models makes it difficult to understand how they arrive at their conclusions. This lack of transparency can raise ethical concerns, especially in high-stakes applications. We need to demand greater transparency and explainability from AI systems. Are we willing to trust decisions made by AI that we don't understand? As models become more advanced, there is a risk that they could be used in ways that are not intended or that are harmful. We need to develop safeguards to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically. Are we ceding too much control to AI systems? The models could be used to infringe on intellectual property rights, such as by generating copyrighted material. We need to address these legal and ethical challenges to ensure that AI is used in a way that respects intellectual property rights. Are we prepared for the legal battles that will inevitably arise from AI-generated content? So, there you have it. Gemini 2.0 is a powerful new tool with the potential to transform industries and reshape society. But it also comes with significant risks. It's crucial to be aware of these risks and to develop strategies to mitigate them. This includes thorough testing, careful monitoring, and a commitment to responsible AI development and deployment. The AI revolution is here, but it's up to us to ensure that it benefits everyone. What do you think? Is Gemini 2.0 a game changer or a recipe for disaster? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest AI trends. Thanks for watching.